Hello. I don't know if anybody's still here, but hello.
No.
I was just eating cheese because I'm from Wisconsin and that's what we do all the time.
All the time.
24/7 is just cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. Grab my postcard, grab my pencil. It's very hot here.
Waiting for Julian. July. Is it? I think I'm getting an ad now.
Alright, I was trying to get in so he can MC for us tonight. He is back.
At least for tonight.
Back for tonight, everyone. This engagement. All right. I don't know what the theme is going to be. Once folks get in here, we can decide. I apparently don't have anybody in yet, so I'm just going to start drawing for the people who watched, the like 2 people who watch these after they've been posted.
So I will encourage as people show up that we do exotic beverages and drinks for.
How am I supposed to draw beverages?
Well, it's more like the beverage would inspire you. So like this is. Shoot, I forgot what it's called.
That's okay. There's only one person. I think it's you.
No, okay, so there we go. Brandy milk. That's why
brandy milk. Right.
Brandy milk. So we imagine like what is brandy milk? Like if a creature could produce brandy milk, what would that creature be? Or maybe like who or what's going on with the invention of it? Like just that the exotic drinks inspire it.
What even is brandy really? Aside from the singer.
It's a sweet liquor made from alcoholic fruits. It's like made from wines and things like that, and ciders, and then distilled down, made more potent. So maybe it's like a tree that has like udders as fruit.
No.
No.
No. Do you know what kind of fruit? Or is it just like grapes?
Many brandies are made with apples, actually.
Oh, interesting. Boy, it is a ghost town tonight. I think you're the only one watching. It's like, did the live not go live? Usually I get somebody else. Oh.
Mostly me.
Oh, it's you.
Firelight.
Never mind. I got excited. I thought Firelight was coming.
I'm giving Firelight a hard time. I don't know if their first counts if they're not even here.
Right? They just dropped it first and then left. Well, if nobody comes on after I finish this picture, I'll go post that I'm live at like a few places. I even got you tonight and nobody's showing up. I mean, I did post about it this morning-ish.
No. Are there entertaining things you would like me to do? I could do a weird dance with my yellow shorts.
Why are you offering to do entertaining things all of a sudden?
Well, because normally I'm here to entertain the crowd, and normally there's a crowd to engage with. I have no crowd.
Indeed. Lack of crowd is a serious issue.
Mm-hmm.
You should start researching other drinks you want me to try to draw, perhaps.
I can do that.
We'll see who else comes on and if they have any other suggestions. Well, it says that there are. Oh, never mind. It dropped back down to 1. There were 2 other people besides you there for a second, and then they decided, nope, we don't want none of that, and they went away.
Just taunting you.
Yep. That or YouTube doesn't know what it's talking about. If there is actually anyone there, hello. Oh yay, Zaire is here. Someone is here. The first thing that I am attempting to draw is brandy milk.
Yes.
If brandy milk was a creature, what would it look like?
Or came from a creature.
Adam is here to keep an eye on the chat.
Ish.
Ish.
You know.
More of an eye on the chat than I can keep.
Ah. Unprepared were you, Firelight.
Are we ever prepared, really, for these streams? I admire all of these, like Jenna Rossi, like as much as I don't love her writing, I admire how good she is at streaming. Like she has like a bunch of streams planned. She's like streaming every other day, and I'm just like, I can't do that, man.
Now, part of it is our low quality internet. It would interfere much more if you did it frequently.
But also, like, I don't know. I don't like. I like scheduling videos to go out, but I don't like scheduling times when I have to just like sit here and talk at people. I don't know. Don't know why that is, but it is.
So, Firelight, your comments are starting to show up, and I'm just about to disparage your nap planning skills. You most assuredly should have napped earlier in the day, like I did. I can't quite read your messages from leaning against the couch, though. Firelight says they have prepared 5 progressively unhinged suggestions. So there, Adam.
You will have to fight with Adam because he has proposed the theme and nobody was here to stop him. Come on, computer, work with me here. Sorry, I'm adjusting my brightness. My computer was a bit dark there for a moment. Am I plugged in? Yes. So Adam's suggestion for what we do tonight is weird alcoholic beverages and what sort of creature would either embody them or produce them.
Yes. And we started with brandy milk.
Which is what it sounds like. Brandy and milk.
As that is the drink I'm starting with tonight. A recipe copied from Thomas Jefferson.
Oh, what a delightful human being. I don't think we should imitate him in any way that we can help it.
I mean, the founding fathers were experts at imbibing alcohol.
Yeah.
Ooh, you should see some of their bar tabs.
When they weren't keeping slaves, they were drinking lots of alcohol.
Indeed. But it's literally like curdled milk mixed with brandy and then filtered out. But yes, I'm experimenting with strange drinks.
Have you thought of another one yet, Adam?
I do have another one. I keep getting distracted, but I want to find out more about it.
We shall also have to see what Firelight's unhinged suggestions are. Maybe they will spark something more than your beverage suggestions. Who knows? And of course, everyone else is also, I say everyone else, there's like 3 people here. Everyone else is free to leave their own suggestions as well. You don't have to stay married to Adam's beverage suggestion.
So, Firelight says they are very flattered because in the last video you said Firelight was one of Julian's author inspirations.
That's because you said the wrong name for Mary Shelley, and happens to be Firelight's. At least.
Oh, was something I said.
Yeah.
Well, you're welcome, Firelight. Yes.
Firelight and I actually tend to have very different taste in at least what we like to read, which is sad because we keep recommending books and then the other one's like, I hated it. I don't know though, Firelight. I want you to watch my review that'll be coming up of Mr. Magic, and maybe I can change your mind on that book's value. Maybe I can't. Maybe I can't. But it's just there's something about it. There's something about it. Also, little preview. I read the first 2 chapters of Powerless today. The writing is quite novice and really could have stood with a real good editor, which it clearly did not get. We haven't really gotten to plot yet. We're just kind of introducing the characters, but it's yep. All right, here's my brandy milk. Pretty predictable. Adam said that brandy is usually made with apples, so I made a cow with apple horns, and I'll probably when I color it, I'll probably do some sort of coloration to do with apples too. All right.
So I'm struggling to come up with great options, but I was entertained by the horse's neck.
The horse's neck, huh?
Yes.
The horse's
neck is a American cocktail. It is identifiable by sporting a long, curling strip of lemon rind.
So like lemon pony?
Lemon pony with curly neck.
Curly neck, I don't know about. That sounds like it would be painful. Firelight's unhinged suggestion has come in.
Ooh, I was gonna hopefully try to get one more out of you before I prompted for Firelight, but if they've started their unhinged suggestion. Oh, only one repeat. A red panda and a raccoon doing the Spider-Man pointing meme.
So, okay, tell me about that alcohol again, Adam, other than the curly neck part.
It is a lemon. It's got a spiral lemon, like as part of its signature piece. And then it's made mostly, it's a simple tonic composed of ginger ale, ice, bitters, and a twist of lemon.
Let me see the picture so I can see what the signature curl of lemon looks like. Oh, interesting. Goes along with straw.
So it's like lemony horse that probably has an interesting pattern on it. Probably is what you're going to go with. Red panda, raccoon, Spider-Man. All right, I've written down your first suggestion, Firelight, and I will repeat it to Julian when the time comes. What is your Firelight is skeptical that you'll change their mind on Mr. Magic, but they will watch your review.
Of course you will. So you watch everything I do, right? Of course you do. Everybody does.
Indeed.
Obviously. Why wouldn't you watch any of my brilliance?
So, they have a new suggestion for Golem. Since you won't do Golem as a hairless cat, could you do
You mean Gollum?
Golem, yes.
Golem is something else. Gollum is the creature from Lord of the
Gollum,
Rings.
you might be right.
I am right.
Do Gollum
actually.
as a bald eagle?
Why would Gollum be a bald eagle?
Because you won't draw him as a hairless cat.
I just don't really want to draw Gollum.
Firelight shares, their washing machine is busted, so they had to go to the laundromat. That's why they mistimed their nap taking. I understand. That is definitely a sad day when the washing machine breaks down.
I'm just waiting for ours to break down. It's got so many people who need to use it just to like curse us extra hard.
All right, so Firelight, I think you need to find an animal that that just naturally is Gollum-like, and then hope that Julian slips into Gollum as they're drawing it.
I mean, the hairless cat is probably clothes.
They are, but we don't know why you won't draw them.
Because they're like wrinkly and naked and gross. I'm not a hairless cat person. I do not understand the allure. Like, I know a lot of people really like them.
Hyperallergenic.
Yeah,
you get all of the sass and pain of having a cat.
But they're stinky, and you have to bathe them all the time, and
Really?
like they have lots of skin issues. It's like, no, thank you. Cats are supposed to have hair. I feel the same way about like naked variations of a lot of things. Like there's naked variations of like pet rats, not naked mole rats, but pet rats, and like don't like those either. I wouldn't be mean to one if you were like, here, hold this.
Callison has made it now.
Ooh.
Welcome, Callison. Thanks for joining us.
Welcome, welcome.
All right. We now have a...
Still says I have 3 people. I don't know. It's just insisting that 3 is the only amount of people I can have on this stream.
I am over here drinking almost straight brandy and lemon juice, and the thing that gets me is the pickle. Pickle juice down the throat. Or esophagus, or windpipe. All right. Firelights. Unhinged suggestion number 3. Oh, wait, no. I did that. Wait, where's number 2 go? Oh, it's still another... Since we can't do Gollum as a hairless cat or bald eagle, how about Gollum as Bigfoot?
But eventually we'll just mix all of the things that Julian really does not want to draw together into one creature.
Callison is also sad about the lack of hairless cat drawing.
Sorry, I just don't find them cute.
I finished my brandy milk, so now I'm having a toss of gin as you work on the inspiration for the beverage, Horse's Neck.
You're cheating and looking at the drawing before I'm done, though.
I get perks.
No fair. Then there's no grand reveal for you.
There is still a grand reveal.
Anybody playing any fun video games lately?
Ooh, I'm a rant about fun video games. All right. So I looked up. I found a page of 93 funny drink names that I was going for inspiration for. And some of the modern drink names are, I should start a podcast.
Get it.
Or Now I know why my dad was protective of the thermostat.
That's a drink name?
Apparently. I'm looking it up.
Adam has become distracted, so sorry if he's ignoring you in the chat.
I will come back and recap, and people can chat about their games, and then I don't know. I think the web page is pulling my leg.
Sounds like it.
That's a rather obtuse name for a drink.
Probably just making fun of millennials.
All right. Where'd my notebook go? Firelight unhinged suggestion number 4. Jack from Iron Flame as a dodo because somehow he survives.
Even though dodos, quite famously, do not.
We might be bringing him back.
What's a creature that like survives anything? Because if any
cockroach,
that they sort of everybody says that they survive anything, but like scientifically they probably wouldn't actually survive the end of the world, as well as some other creatures that have survived much longer.
Water bear.
Yeah.
Good old-fashioned tardigrade.
Everybody makes suggestions of critters that like outlast things.
Kelosan. It's that fish Firelight says, but I think there is a like fish from like the Jurassic that like we randomly found the other day. All right, we only ever had fossils of you. What are you doing being caught by a fisherman?
I can't get this last. I hate it when I get most of the drawing just the way I want it, and then there's one last thing and I can't get it right.
So since we're being inspired by beverages, we refers to Firelight mentions that there was a restaurant that named all of their food items after office supplies so that they look like normal charges on a company invoice.
Sneaky, sneaky. All right, what was this one called? The horse's neck?
Horse's neck. And so Firelight has corrected me on the fish's pronunciation. It is the coelacanth.
Oh, the coelacanth. Yes, Adam cannot pronounce things.
No, I cannot.
All right, here is the horse's neck. Trying to get the reflection off the screen here. There we go. He is obviously a chubby little horsey with lemon peels for mane and tail, and also he will be ginger colored when I color him, because you said that ginger was involved.
Yep.
All right. So.
All right, Firelight. Now's your chance. Drum roll if you want to bring out your number 5. Otherwise, we're.
Because Jack never survived, he came back. But I've already drawn you a dodo. So, like, what's another animal that, like, died but came back?
Zombie dodo.
Zombie dodo. No.
But we're working on bringing the mammoth back.
We're trying to bring a lot of things back. But, like, was there something that we thought was extinct, but actually it wasn't?
There's a type of deer in China. Many bugs, I'm sure, but I can't recall.
Bugs.
A specific bug. The coelacanth, the fish Firelight mentioned.
I don't know if I can draw a fish well enough to make it also look like a person. Anthropomorphic fish are harder.
Mm,
I'm sure a true furry artist could do it, but I am not that. I am but an amateur furry artist.
Firelight, it's also okay with you doing a dodo as someone else.
For someone else.
And then Mr. Young mentions, what about a zombie shark?
Zombie shark? Did I not draw zombie shark at one point? Or maybe it was just suggested before. Zombie shark, zombie shark.
I am pretty sure you've done a shark before. I don't know if it's a zombie shark.
Man, last month everything was like really tickling my fancy, and I was really loving all the suggestions. And this month I'm like, I'm being very contrary this month.
You're very contrary. Every month.
Last month I had a great time drawing obscure cryptids. All right. Obscure cryptids was a great theme. See, I feel like a zombie shark would just be a shark with some like ribs sticking out of it and maybe some drool or something. I don't know if I'd make it as cool as other people could make it.
I'm struggling with my phone over here to help me come up with ideas.
I'm struggling with my
couple. Let's see.
Struggling with my brain over here to help
Firelight
me come up with
says
ideas.
they wanted a zombie shark in past, but it was too cool for Julian. Like the zombie orca. All right. We do have unhinged suggestion number 5: Skeletor as a Triceratops.
So like just a Triceratops with a Skeletor face? I don't know.
Or staff. and being purple, or the fluffy bottoms.
I was also never a He-Man girly. Like Adam was into it, but I was not.
Yeah, but Zyke paraded around enough in the last year to
I have
give you
trauma
inspiration.
now.
Well, embody that trauma on that card and get it out.
Oh man.
All right, we could drink names: the Honey Badger Blitz.
What's that made with?
Let me look that up. Honey Badger Blitz.
I know, I didn't like any good TV shows. I was watching Arthur as a kid. I was definitely a very boring child. And now I'm a boring adult, so I guess it tracks.
Lemon zest discarded and a rosemary sprig.
Just a rosemary sprig.
De-stalk a sprig of rosemary and muddle the leaves with bourbon in a base of shaker. Add other ingredients, which are bourbon whiskey, yellow chartreuse, ginger syrup, honey syrup, lemon juice, and lemon bitters. I might actually have to dig into this and try this, because I've been looking for things I can make with chartreuse. And it's a honey badger. I am dominating the suggestion arena.
That's true. I don't know why, but your suggestions are tickling my brain more than other folks' tonight. I feel bad, but I have to follow the brain tickles.
I will remind her of that suggestion, because that is an exceptional suggestion. Farlight's hissing at me.
Why? What did you do?
Dominate the suggestions.
Yes. I'm looking up a honey badger so I can get the face right. Because they don't quite have the same face like other types of badgers.
Firelight, they did come out with a new He-Man and a new She-Ra.
I tried to watch the new She-Ra, and I got bored really fast. I don't know. Like, I know eventually it's gay, but I don't know how many episodes I want to watch for the gay at the end.
The lit Irishman delight.
Honey badgers have really small ears. Interesting. And they're set really low on their head.
Good evening, Cool Limp. Welcome to the stream.
Who dat?
All right. Well, Mr. Young is going to get some bonus points with you. They share that they liked Arthur when they were a child. It was a great animated kids show.
Listen, Arthur was awesome. Honestly, like, way more hilarious than it had any right to be, let's be real. Some of the best, like, memes and cutting insults come from Arthur.
Oh no, I'm getting a commercial. All right, skip.
Now, I don't know how much of like a honey badger this is actually going to look. It might be a honey badger in our imaginations.
So Firelight says, I've never seen anything about a new He-Man, so maybe Adam is wrong about more stuff.
I thought for sure there was also a new He-Man. But maybe I'm thinking of the new, that one that they redid with the weird cat people, lion people.
Oh, Thundercats?
Yeah.
Oh, there are many Masters of the Universe projects in the works right now, but and there is a Masters of the Universe Revolutions TV series in 2024. So yeah, just very recently come out. Firelight suggests we could do more Fake Mon because I only had good ideas after the stream ended. Dark type capybara.
Is it a dark type just because it seems like it should be like a fairy type or something, you know, with the cuteness and the oranges? Or is there a reason for the dark typing?
Writing down old notes because I missed the Skeletor Triceratops.
How could you have?
Firelight says it's dark because caps are never dark normally, except maybe Loki Cappy.
Okay, so it is because like to contradict, you know, like you think they're going to be all light and sunny, but actually. Hey Adam, go grab our shaker thing from the other room. I want to look at it.
Shaker thing?
You know, the beverage shaker that you have that you go like. I don't know.
I don't know. Is this in the other room?
Maybe it's not in the other room. I thought it was.
This?
Yeah, that's it. Look at it.
I'm helping.
Yeah. Since my honey badger does not look very honey badger like, to be honest.
Dark capybara probably listens to emo music, so they're misunderstood. Maybe has long bangs going over their eyes.
Believe it or not, judging just by the music I listened to when I was a teenager, apparently I would have been an emo because I listened to a lot of emo music.
Or the 4-H version of an emo.
Yeah, I did not dress emo, but like my music taste skewed that way very strongly. All of those, like, were you an emo in the 2000s music test things? They're like, yeah, no, that was totally my entire playlist when I was young.
Cool Whip is breaking out into song. How could this happen to me? I can't. I need someone to sing along with. But yeah, how can this happen to me?
So I remember you said there was rosemary involved.
Mm-hmm.
What were the other things?
Ice.
Okay.
I think it also had lemon. Honey bear, rosemary, bourbon, yellow chartreuse,
Okay.
ginger syrup, honey, lemon juice, lemon bitters, and a lemon zest. So bourbon whiskey is known for its like barrel or being aged in a barrel, those big barrel-y things.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's enough to add inspiration, but they also they're made from oak trees. Firelight is also joining in the song. There's a suggestion for an elephant dressed up in a suit and tie.
Business elephant.
Yes.
All right, let's see. I need to look at what it was. I already forgot everything you said. Rosemary?
Yeah. Mostly rosemary and lemon. Lemon bitters, lemon juice, lemon zest. There's also honey and ginger syrup. And yellow chartreuse, but that isn't going to help you come up with anything.
What's it called? The drink?
The honey badger?
Just the honey badger?
Let me double check. Yep, just the honey badger. Honey badger. All right, they're nearing completion. I will review all of the old suggestions. If you have any new suggestions to try to inspire, get them in the chat now. We'll have a moment to get them out. But now
right.
for the grand
Here's
review.
my shitty drawing of a honey badger, but he's inside one of those like shaker thingies, and he's got lemons and rosemary, and he looks a little unhinged, as he should.
Indeed.
All right, that's 3. 2 more.
All right. So Firelight does have a really great suggestion of a red panda and a raccoon doing the Spider-Man pointing thing, because they're both kind of like the same critter and
Similar.
people get confused.
I would have to
and
look
they both stand up on their back legs and look all cute, and they both have like
oh.
hands with thumbs.
Red pandas don't have thumbs. They have big mitts. They stand up on their little back legs with their big old mitts, like. I don't draw red pandas very often, so I need to look up what one looks like.
In addition to that, we've got several iterations of Golem that you could build.
Gollum
that you could draw. Gollum's a bald eagle. Gollum is a naked cat. Gollum is a Bigfoot.
I take it Gollum was your favorite character in The Hobbit. The book, I assume. I know your favorite characters in the movie.
We've got Jack as a dodo. Skeletor as a triceratops. We have a capybara as an emo dark type. We've got business elephant. Flower. Additional suggestions are a flower type hammerhead shark.
Oh, what?
Flower type.
Grass type?
Flower. Well, she said flower type.
There's no flower type. There's fairy type and there's grass type. Both have flowers sometimes.
Well, I mean, they're fake mon, so it could be a flower type.
I'll start making up
fake
types.
type, fake mon. A lemon type lemming. Yeah, see, they're making up types now. It's a lemon type.
I see.
Which is kind of our theme. Pretty much everything we've made is like lemon related tonight.
It's true. There's a lot of lemons. I feel like I should be trying to find a way to get a lemon into this drawing.
Raccoons and red pandas both have masks and cat ears. We also have a suggestion for a small dragon heating up a coffee cup, because you've done it before, but you can't go wrong.
Yeah, I've done it twice now. Not once for the stream and once on a shirt. Although it's technically tea, not
I don't know,
coffee.
What about tiger holding a sword?
That is the most furry suggestion so far.
And then we've got Golem is really just my vibe, Firelight says. He is great in the movie.
Gollum.
All right. Switching topics. We do have a comment in the chat. They read You're Not Supposed to Die Tonight by Kaylin Barron last year, and they feel it was a huge disappointment. I don't know if you or any of the chat read it.
I have read it. Did I make a video review? Yeah, I did. I think I did. The premise like had me fucking hooked. I was like, yes. And where it seemed like it was going, I was like, yes, yes, yes. And then it like didn't. And just let me down fully. It seemed like it was going to be amazing. And then just became an ordinary slasher. So
would you also consider yourself disappointed by it?
Yeah, it disappointed me because I did think it was gonna. It started out very solid for me anyway. As someone who LARPs.
Oh, it was LARP based?
Well, okay. It was based around this Halloween attraction that was basically a LARP. It was like a full immersion Halloween experience where the people went in, like guests went in, they signed a contract and they paid to basically live out a horror movie, like a slasher movie. And so like it was really cool because like I could have sat there and listened forever to all of the logistics about how the actors like got from place to place, the scenes that they had to herd the guests to the various scenes sort of naturally feeling, and like who died and when, and all of that stuff. And I was like, oh, this is going to be so cool, because the main character was like really excited about the big final performance of the year. And I was like, aha, during the big final performance of the year, that's when the actual slasher shows up. That's going to be so cool. But they didn't actually do the final performance of the year. Real letdown. Boy, I'm struggling with this panda. Let me tell you. Struggling. I think the face is okay, but its body is giving me a hard time.
Needs to be up, hands in the air, and or pointed.
I'm doing a hand in the air. It's got to have a hand in the air and it's got to be pointing, but like, I don't know. Its body is like fighting with me. Got to channel Maylin from Turning Red.
I'm wandering about because I've run out of charcuterie board and snack items. Sure. I haven't had you in a while.
And beverages.
I have also drank my current beverages. I'm not really a vodka fan, but I have a bottle of chai vodka, and I'm enough of a chai fan to pretend that I enjoy the vodka.
Of course you're a chai fan. She's an excellent ferret.
She is a most excellent ferret. Rarely ever bites or pulls giant pranks on us.
No, that chai is the one who pulled the giant prank.
Rarely ever.
And also, she bites us all the time. Like, constantly. Like, if I'm going to get bitten on a day, it's probably her.
This chai vodka is better than I remember. I wonder if it's really old. I think it's like 6 years old now at this point. I wonder if letting it sit helps.
Can I smell it? Bring it over here and sniff it. Meh.
So weird. The crinkling of the chocolate wrapper was so loud on the audio.
Huh. It's random what ends up being loud, really.
All right, catching up on the chat again. Gollum's just Firelight's vibe. Cool Limp is writing about dragon riders, so they've got dragons on the brain. That's why they want you to do a dragon heating a cup, teacup, coffee cup, hot cocoa cup.
If you're writing about dragon riders, let me put in my my plea for like stupid dragon information that everybody like leaves out. I want to know where the dragon's food is coming from. I want to know who mucks out the dragon stalls. I want to know what brushing dragons is like. Dragon daily maintenance and care. I want it so bad, and nobody does it. They're all just like, the dragons live over here, and I don't know what we do with their poop or where their food comes from.
The book we read for our book club a couple years ago that was translated from Japanese, they talked about the care for the wolf creatures and the griffin creatures.
They did have like creatures, but they weren't dragons.
They were not dragons. They were not dragons. Firelight comments on the you're not supposed to die tonight, and that Julian and her never agree. That's why I'm a little sad that I'm really enjoying the Loki book I'm reading. So they do think the two of you agree on Gone Girl and Dark Places, at least.
You also enjoyed Gone Girl and did not enjoy Dark Places. I think that I recall that.
Firelight does have a brilliant new idea for Jack from Iron Flame. Jack from Iron Flame has a giant panda because somehow giant pandas continue to survive.
That was one of the ones I thought of, but the fact that I'm struggling so much with this drawing of the raccoon and the red panda, like I am struggling hard with this drawing.
Giant pandas are very different shaped than red pandas.
No, they're roughly the same shape. They're just kind of chunky boys.
Giant panda?
They're
red panda.
They're big. Their sizes are different.
Coolin does say they have some answers for dragon maintenance and care. It's a nutrient-rich world with lots of wildlife, and a world about 3 times the size of Earth. Mucking the stalls, they have squires and pages for that.
It's one thing I hated about Iron Flame. They were like, yes, now that there's more dragons, they're going to eat more. And I was like, okay, where are you getting the food? And they were like, we don't care. We're going to complain that the dragons are eating more, but not talk about where we're acquiring the food for them. The dragons just find food somehow in the countryside and are not, because the dragons are pretty big in those books. Somehow they're not just like stripping the countryside of like anything large enough for a dragon to eat.
Do you think, as a question from earlier, do you think Fourth Wing is like an awful version of The Lord of the Rings or Game of Thrones?
No. The only thing that they have in common with either of those is that there's dragons in it, and they are fantasy books. That's it.
Calton mentions it would be fun to see one of those main character dragon books lately, but from the normal human dragon stable hand perspective.
Right?
Like, I'm just a grunt.
I
gotta shovel that douche's dragon's shit every day. That pile's as big as me.
Maybe the dragon could bond. You know, when I worked in the stable, all the horses liked me. Many of them liked me more than their owners. So, like, there was one horse, the owner was always like, leave his halter on him, leave his halter on him. He's impossible to catch. We usually take their halters off when they go out on pasture. She'd be like, leave his halter on him. And, like, never a single day in my life did I have any trouble catching that horse. I did not believe, I was like, seriously, you have trouble catching him? He's always waiting for me at the gate. Like, there wasn't a day where I had trouble catching that horse. Because I fed him. Of course he liked me.
Yup. Coolwin mentions that kind of sounds like Pack Dragon by Ava Richards. I'm not sure if you know anything about that, but cool.
I do not.
Cool imp, or cool imp, I think is how. Sorry. The MC goes from mucking horse stalls to dragon stall.
That's it. That's the whole book. I just got a promotion to the dragon poop shoveler. Hooray! The end.
Heading back to our previous Firelight says giant pandas are big puff balls with bamboo. Red pandas are bigger, more innocent raccoons. You could draw a warg from The Hobbit as a fairy type Pokemon. Make them more mysterious. Fairy type warg. I'm a fan of that.
Thing is, like, I don't really know what a warg is supposed to look like besides big dog. They made him hyena-like in the movie, but like, really, it's just kind of described as giant wolves.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, it would just be a fairy type wolf.
Fairy type wolf. Which, I mean, what's wrong with a fairy type wolf?
It's just a wolf with like flowers on it and stuff.
Not to inspire you, but there's the King's Blues tonic is one of the interesting drink names I found. Unicorn Kisses.
Oh, that one sounds adorable, unlike men would be afraid to order it.
All right, must find out what Unicorn Kisses are. Guessing it's like Fireball and Sparkles or something.
It's just edible glitter in an alcoholic beverage.
That's what my guess is. Ooh, it's purple.
Ooh, you should show me.
This beautiful cocktail contains a unique and colorful ingredient, butterfly pea flower syrup. Ah, I thought so. At first, the syrup is a beautiful blue hue, but when citric acid from the lemon juice is introduced, the blue hue transforms into a majestic purple. So the Unicorn Kiss is actually one of the drinks I want to learn to make then, probably.
There you go. You should show me.
It is, because Cassidy has gotten me some
you
of the
should also include edible glitter in yours.
Ah.
And actually, it looks like they have sprinkled some on top, so.
I think they have sugar crystals they've sprinkled on top of that one, not edible glitter.
All right, so this took me a million years because this drawing, every now and then a drawing just like fights me, and this one fought me. But we finally have the red panda and the raccoon pointing at each other.
There you go. I backed you up, Firelight.
I did one of your suggestions. I don't feel as bad. All right, I got one more. One more.
All right. We got Scruffy Hellhound, big enough to ride with little wings. It's probably let's see. Oh, no. All right, we don't have any suggestions in the chat. Reviewing suggestions from past chat. Gollum with Bald Eagle.
Just stop suggesting the Gollum ones, Adam.
Bigfoot.
Stop.
Jack is a dodo. Jack is a giant panda. Tiger with a sword. Fairy type warg. Lemon type lemming. Flower type hammerhead shark. Mr. Business Elephant.
Business Elephant. It's very random.
Dark type capybara. Triceratops in a Skeletor costume.
I feel like the business elephant does actually speak to me a little bit, but judging by how much trouble I had drawing the red panda, I'm not convinced that tonight I'll be able to draw an elephant.
A unicorn, warg, a horse in a top hat, Giorgio as Palpatine.
I saw that one and it gave me an inspiration. Hang on. Giorgio is not Palpatine.
Oh, especially in her regal pose.
Giorgio is not Palpatine. She is someone else.
What are you coming up with? I want to see.
Her namesake, obviously.
Yes. We have an inspiration, chat.
Sort of from someone else's suggestion. Now, of course, Jojo is nowhere near me, so I can't look at her markings or her little face. Let's see if I can pull up a photo.
See if I can find the kitty
I mean,
cat.
I'm a cat owner. I've got 8 million pictures of her on my phone. They're just also surrounded by 8 million pictures of ferrets and other animals. Oh, there's one of her right there. Adam has wandered off to try and find the cat, and therefore he's not keeping an eye on the chat anymore, and I'm looking at a picture of Emperor Giorgio.
I will catch up with the chat.
How many people have we got on? Oh, I heard her little trill. Did you guys hear her little trill? She's upsetty spaghetti because Adam picked her up from where she was lounging.
Yes.
I also have a photo of her that I found on my phone. All right, hang on. Let's get her. There she is, the emperor herself. She is not Captain Giorgio. She is Emperor Giorgio. The one from the Mirror Universe.
You're giving her too much attention. I wanted to try to get her to do it.
I was trying to get her to turn around, but she wouldn't do it. Giorgio, Pete? Pete? Pete's good girl.
I teach my pets bad tricks.
That one's not too bad. I mean,
now if she wants,
does paw at you now.
If she wants pets, she will hop up on your lap and she will bap you in the face with her claws.
To be fair, she might have done that, whether we taught her Pete's or not. Show me your little snoot. Show me your little snoot. Look at me. Look at me. You get your fuzzy cheekers. Cheekers.
All right. I apologize, I'm behind, chat. I will catch up. From the previous conversation from Coolin, the main character does eventually move on from horse poop to dragon rider in the end of the book, but it's a slow burn to that point. I like that it's built up relationship between the MC and the dragon she bonds with. Okay, we got our wargs. Is this our last one, dear?
Yes, this is our last one.
All right. So I don't need to write down the other suggestions.
Everybody hold on to them for next stream.
All right. So it was also suggested that we could do Giorgio as the Baron from Dune. She's like,
see, Giorgio doesn't need to be any of these other villains. She's already named after a villain.
/ hero.
/ anti-hero. We'll say anti-hero. Let's be real.
Yeah. Although Callison is loving the Dune Baron with it's Arrakis. They are appreciating how cute she was when I brought her into the frame.
She's still visible. She's here, looking away very pointedly.
I think we had 5 tonight.
Yes, 5. Have had some people who have either stopped doing the postcard level or have left my Patreon, so there's fewer tonight.
Looking away from the camera because he's like, how dare Firelight bring me up in the comments.
And then Father had to pick me up, which was rude. All right, I need to go back to looking at the Emperor Giorgio. Like, yes, she seems like a small, unassuming kitty, but you know that she is an emperor.
All right, chat, you gotta help me out. I've run out of juice and steam myself.
Adam
Yeah.
needs you to keep him entertained now.
Yes. I don't have any more interesting drink ideas or names. Let's see. Firelight is not sorry about bringing Giorgio up. I've discovered all of the best, most entertaining, unique drink names. Unicorn Kisses was definitely my favorite. Well, this one be useful. I've got cute drink names. The Cotton Candy Club. A Rainbow Delight. Raspberry Kisses Bramble. The Sweet on You. Cute as a button Collins.
Sorry if I keep staring at the screen weirdly. It's because I'm looking at reference of Emperor Giorgio.
Firelight, I am reading Google results for unique drink names. I currently got shuffled to a page that is an article for just plain cute drink names. Oh, do you mean like reading though? Like book-wise? Oh. Fuck, I'm in the middle of 4 books right now, and I need to consolidate and get some of them done. But I've been struggling and not reading, and mostly because it's hot and I want to sit in my air-conditioned room. That's not a good place to read from. The US is the Loki show worth watching?
It's okay. It's not amazing. First season, I think, is better than the second season.
So there are 2 seasons, and the first season is exceptional, I think. It's
I wouldn't call it exceptional, but it's good.
It's got a good buddy adventure type thing.
Yeah, that's okay. I don't know. The pacing is a little weird.
They're distracted from their precious Ocean's Echo book because they're reading the Loki book and revisiting The Hobbit and Thorin/Bilbo.
So I need to know, Firelight, since you love Thorin/Bilbo so much, how do you feel about Frodo and Sam? Are they like an OG as well, or not really your pairing? They're a lot more wholesome and sweet. Whereas Bilbo and Thorin have the whole enemies to lovers vibe.
Mm-hmm. Back to enemies. As Bilbo stabs Thorin in the back.
Kind of.
Steals the stone.
Thorin was having a bad mental health day. Bilbo needed to save him from himself.
What book are you reading, Julian?
I am reading Truly Devious, which is one that I've had on my radar for a while and finally got from the library. Which, by the way, I need to make sure that it doesn't, my reservation doesn't wear out.
Indeed.
It is a YA mystery, slightly thriller, mostly mystery.
So Giorgio has turned to the camera now, so the audience can appreciate her smug look, smug superior look.
I think I've captured her smug look really well, honestly.
Or like, see, I'm kind of on the Loki show because it's not about him getting back to Thor. I'm not sure what the point is. Well, you see, Tom Holland is the main financial backer, and he just wants to frolic around
It's
and
not
have
Tom
fun.
Holland, it's Tom Hiddleston.
Tom H, like I said, is a financial backer for it. He just wants to frolic around and have fun.
I mean, he and Owen Wilson have some great chemistry. If they would just let them like have chemistry and stop trying to ship Loki with himself.
Yeah.
I am not a Loki Sylvie shipper. I tried. I was like, Julian, you just think it's weird, but give it a shot. Like, give it a try. And I just don't know. I hate it. I definitely ship Loki and Morbius. Mobius is somebody else.
Yeah, Mobius and Loki
Are the OTP for sure. They figured that out in season 2. It's just that the writing in season 2 is like just not good.
Yeah, they didn't have as good of a story arc for season 2. Firelight does not mind Frodo and Sam, but they just don't really do anything for her.
They're too wholesome.
Frodo's
a sad boy, but
yeah.
he doesn't have a single edge to him. He's just sad.
Yeah, there's not much depth to Frodo.
Now, Sam is a high quality man, and anyone should be so lucky as to find a Sam in their lives.
Indeed. Is it Daisy? Daisy is lucky.
Rosie.
I need to double check because I'm thinking it might be Rosie as well.
It's Rosie. Pretty darn sure. Oh, I hear her eating her food now.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't like to eat her food right away. She likes to save it. You give her food and she's like, yep, thanks, bye. I'll be back to eat this later.
Rosie. Yep, it is Rosie, not Daisy.
All right, here she is, Emperor Giorgio as Emperor Giorgio. If I can get the reflection on the screen to stop. Whatever way I lean it, it's going to make the proportions look weird.
Bend it. Flex it
Which way? This way? Or this way? Or this way? Inward? I'm bending it inward.
Inward, but it also has to be angled.
There we go. I'm angling it and bending it.
That was a challenge.
Yeah. Goodness me. All right. So let's go back over all of the cards. Sylvie dies at the end of season 1, but doesn't stick. She's back. She's just in it a lot less because the writers figured out that was kind of weird. But the writers had no idea what to do with season 2. Season 2 is all over the fucking place, and it's just not very good. All right, so first we have the brandy milk. We have the horse's neck. Yeah.
Go slower with it so it has a chance to resolve.
We have the honey badger. There we go. Angle it. We have the raccoon and the red panda. And we have Emperor Giorgio as Emperor Giorgio. Cosplaying herself. To be fair, like expecting Sylvie to stay dead when a main feature of a Loki is that they do not stay dead. Like that one seems pretty obvious to me. Of course she's not going to stay dead. I was really disappointed in the first Loki season. I thought that they were setting up for it to turn out that Sylvie was actually a Thor, not a Loki. And like that's what drew them to each other. And like in the beginning, we see her playing, or in her flashback, we see her playing with her like Valkyrie toys, and Thor always really admired the Valkyries. And it was like, oh, okay, they're gonna do like a plot twist. She's not a Loki, she's a Thor. And then she's just a Loki as well. Disappointed. Won't draw Bigfoot's foot, but does draw a horse's neck like we don't notice.
Got some haters in the crowd, dear.
Yeah. Hey, I drew the raccoon and the red panda, even though that drawing fought me for some reason. See, Callison says, perfect for the Emperor. See, somebody appreciates my art. I wouldn't dare spoil where Loki ends up on Earth. Interesting. Where would I send Loki? I would send him to wherever Mobius is, because they're so cute together. Adorable. I do like in season 1 the other Lokis, because it has Richard E. Grant, who's one of my favorite actors, as like old Loki, senior Loki, whatever. He's amazing. I love him. He's clearly having the fucking time of his life, and I've loved that actor for a long time. Firelight, Giorgio's namesake is from Star Trek.
Star Trek Discovery.
Indeed. Excuse me. Which I've heard has kind of gone downhill. I liked season 1 of Star Trek Discovery, and season 2 was okay. She's a villain. Well, kind of. In the first season, she's fully a villain. And then later, she gets to be kind of an anti-hero. But she's like an amazing character. We love a psychotic queen. Alrighty. Well, thank all of you for coming to this very small stream. It's my own fault. I never know quite when I'm going to stream, so I never get it advertised well in advance. Jenna Moresi, I ain't. Aw, no forced romance, and get some friends in the book? Good. He needs some friends, seriously. Loki needs friends, TM. Get away from Mike. There's one fly in here, and it keeps attacking my beverage. But yes, thank you all for coming and chatting with me and giving your suggestions, even though my brain was like being like, I don't like any suggestions tonight. But we got there in the end. And Adam got a couple of his suggestions, which doesn't usually happen.
I don't know if I've ever gotten a suggestion.
Jojo is being so cute, you guys. She's laying on the floor with the toy like between her little paws. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Oh no. She rested her head on the toy like a pillow. Why are you so cute? I know everybody thinks their pet is the cutest pet, and everybody is correct. Jojo about to start them bunny kicks. She might, or she might fall asleep on the toy. One of those two things is gonna happen. All right, everybody. Unless anybody has any last things they would like to bring up, I shall end the stream for us. Give the chat a chance to catch up. I really should go outside and do some things, but I also don't want to because it's very hot outside. Bye, everybody. Goodbye, Dr. Nick. You as well, John. Have a good and relaxing night, everyone. We have a lot of work to do tomorrow, so yeah.
Yeah,
Gonna
baby.
relax tonight. Yeah, Callison, emphasis on the hot outside. All right. Good. Oh, Firelight says goodbye, Adam.
Hasta luego, Firelight.
Bye. In.